So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 steps to making 100K off from your bedroom with your digital marketing agency. All right, guys, we are $480 away from netting $100,000, guys. For those of you that watched my previous video, I've shared my entire journey from since when I received my first check in social media marketing agency. It was a $1,300 check to all the way to now. In the past year, we've been able to grow this 6-figure agency into netting $100,000 off from my bedroom. And not a lot of people is willing to do this, but I'm one of the few that don't care. I'm willing to go in my Stripe account and I'll show, my numbers here. So as you could see, from April 1st, 2019 until today, which is May 6th, 2020, we have grossed over $100,000 and we are at $108,000 in gross volume. And we are $480 away from netting $100,000, guys. This is mind-blowing to me. This is a huge financial milestone to me, and I really want you to make this video to document this journey and share this, little win with you guys, and to show anyone out there who is looking to, start or grow their social media marketing agency, digital marketing agency. I just want to make this video to let you guys know that it is possible. When I first started this, I had absolutely zero experience. I had no idea what I was doing. And I really just got started, and here we are today, May 6, 2020. We have netted $99,521.72. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 steps to making 100K off from your bedroom with your digital marketing agency or your social media marketing agency. I think they're both the same thing, right? But just so that we are clear for people who are beginners, social media marketing agency and digital marketing agency, they're both pretty similar. I think they're the same thing pretty much. Most of you guys might know as SMA or social media marketing agency, but when I say digital marketing agency, they're pretty much the same thing. So the first step that I've learned along this journey to getting from myself from $0, starting with no money, had no marketing experience, nothing like that, is to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. So what I mean by that is, number one, you got to get the ball rolling. A lot of people, hit me up and say, how do I get my first clients, or how do I start a social media marketing agency, or how can I build my agency to a 6-figure agency like yours? And I tell everyone, well, what have you done? The first step, first of all, the question is very broad. So you're going to kind of get a broad answer, but it's so overlooked that you really just need to get started to get that ball rolling and keep that ball rolling. And as you continue to keep that ball rolling, you're just going to start to have a snowball effect where your ball turns into a giant snowball. And from there, that's when you're going to start seeing exponential results. The beginning, you're going to have to go over the hump of getting your first 1 or 2 clients. And then from there, you're going to figure out, all right, how can I scale? How can I get my, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th client, right? But that really initial hump is getting over that first 1 to 2 clients. And then from there, it gets a lot easier because now you know what you're kind of doing, and now you're just working on improving your systems, right? So step number 1 is, depending on where you are in your journey, if you haven't started at all and you're just looking to, looking to see if this is even possible, then my advice is to just get started, get the ball rolling. But let's say, you already got the ball rolling a little bit, and this is what you want to do. You want to build your agency. The next step, I would say, not the next step, but that first step still is to find a coach or a mentor that you actually like, that has results, that has what you want. So a lot of people would just, go out and look for any type of coaches or mentors that is willing to help them, right? And from here, everyone's information is different. The way every mentor teaches is different, and what they teach you is also different. So you don't want to just put yourself in a position where, you're just getting information, right? You want to be getting information that you need, information that you want. So how to find a great mentor, coach, is number 1, you have to like the person. That's probably the most important part. And you like the person because this coach or mentor has what you want and they are where you want to be at, right? So if if you could picture yourself in your coach's or mentor's shoes and say that, hey, that's who I want to be, that's where I want to be at, that's what I want to be doing, then that is, that's how you find your coach or mentor, right? Now, going back, that is probably the most important advice I could give for any beginners, is to get a coach or mentor, because it just cuts all the learning curve, the guesswork. They literally take you by the hand and you get success that much faster. I wouldn't have been able to get, build my agency up to 6 figures and net this much within, a couple months, if it wasn't for having people that guided me the right direction. I started off with no coach, no mentor, which was why it took me a little bit longer. But as soon as I brought on a coach, a mentor, and that guided me, that was when I was like, all right, we got to cut out a lot of things that I would have done and tested and trial and error before. But I got to skip all that and get more results with guidance, right? So I understand that not everybody can get access to a coach or mentor, depending on your financial situations. Coaches and mentors do cost money for their valuable time, their one-on-one time, and their attention to give you. So I understand that, and that's where I started as well. I didn't have the financial capital to invest in a coach and mentor at the beginning, and so that is where my third advice, that is still within the first step. My third advice is to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. And what I mean by that is that it's all about trial and error. Try everything and see what works, right? And that's what I was doing. Like, when I didn't have a coach, I didn't have a mentor, I had no idea what I was doing. Like I said, I didn't have any experience in marketing. I didn't know anything about marketing. I didn't graduate with a marketing degree or anything like that. I didn't have any tech experience. I didn't know anything about, digital marketing. I didn't know how to run paid advertisements for local businesses, or I didn't know about lead generation. I don't know anything about that. And that is why it's so cool that, you don't need to, a lot of people think that you need to be an expert in whatever to get started. The truth is, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to get started. And that's probably the most important advice. And so throwing everything at the wall and see what sticks means, you're just trying everything. Like I said, when I didn't know what I was doing, I was just trying everything. I dedicate my days 120% every single day to learning something new and then applying it, and then seeing what works and then seeing what doesn't. Okay, so that is the first step. I know the first step is, depending where you're at, take one of those 3 advices, and then that's how you're gonna go get to the second step to building your 6-figure agency and make your 100K. The second step is to build systems. It is so important that you need to build systems. So after the first step, if you've done the first step, you now are an agency owner. You're running agency. You're trying to get more clients. Or maybe you're trying to deliver better results to your clients. You're trying to increase your client retention. As you can see here, the lifetime value of each one of my clients is $27,488. That is a huge lifetime value, and the reason for that is because our client retention rates are just through the roof, right? It's not a one and done type of thing. A client that signs on with us stays with us and pays us every single month. They're not just paying us the first month and then canceling on us after the first month because we didn't deliver results, right? Our client retention is super high. And as you can see here, the customer lifetime value is extremely high. It's crazy. That's a crazy amount for someone that just started their business, a little bit over a year here. For us to have that big of a lifetime value is because we focus on client retention. We're not thinking about chasing the next clients. We're focusing on how do we keep our current clients, because that's going to be worth much more than continuously having clients drop off and trying to find new clients. But going back to my step number 2 is building systems. It is so important because by building systems, you're able to take yourself out of your business and instead of working in your business, right? At the beginning, you're going to have a little bit more time. And so you're going to be working in your business more, finding out what works, what doesn't, throwing things at the wall, trial and error, and then building out systems so that, your business starts getting automated and it works for you instead of you working for your business, right? At the end of the day, we're all looking for the same thing. We're all looking for time, financial, and location freedom. And without systems, we're not going to be able to achieve that, right? Or you're not going to have a lot of time because you're so busy working in your business and trying to make money. And that's not really what it's about, guys. It's really about, having the time. You want to make your money to have time to spend it with things that you love most and, doing things that you love most. So with systems, guys, when you find out what works and what doesn't work, you want to take what works and build systems with it. So let's say, for example, you run some type of outreach method on, LinkedIn, or cold emailing, cold calling, whatever it is that you're doing to get new clients. And you find a method that is working for you, right? Now you want to use whatever's working and turn that into a system and automating it. Now, there's multiple ways you can automate systems. I'm going to be teaching a whole new strategy. I'm creating a 90-minute webinar training about my ADS strategy, and it's going to teach you how you can apply this strategy to automate your systems through delegating and things like that. So if you want to know more about the training, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell, because I'm going to be dropping that 90-minute webinar training within the next week or so from today's recording. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. But going back to building systems, it is so important, because now, instead of you having to manually go out and prospect and put in time and energy to go out and find new clients, now you have a system put in place where it's automated, and what you would be doing manually, it's doing on its own. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, just stay tuned and hop on that 90-minute webinar training. I'm going to break down my ADS strategy for you so that you can learn how to apply my concepts, my strategies to automate your systems and have things work for you instead of you working for it, right? And so this is where I was able to scale exponentially, was when I put systems in place. And I got these systems from two things. Number one, trial and error, throwing everything at the wall and see what sticks, and using what works, turning that into a system. And the second thing is using other people's systems, leveraging and implementing systems that already work instead of me having to reinvent the wheel and come up with new, systems, new ideas, methods, and creative things to have myself a successful system, right? So this is where a coach and mentor is so important, because if you don't have time, and you are able to do it, then you can cut out all the guesswork. You don't have to do the trial and error. You don't have to spend money, your time, your energy, headaches, pains of finding the right system that works for your business, because you can just leverage other people's systems by using what already works. And the easiest way to do that is finding a coach or mentor that already has those systems in place. All you need to do is take those systems and implement exactly what they're doing, and maybe tweak a little bit so that it fits your business, and then just plug and play for your own business. And from there, you get to skip all the work, all the guesswork, all the thinking, the headaches, the pains, the tears of trial and error, and saving just a whole bunch of time and money in general to have already working systems. And from there, you're going to be able to jump, from zero results to results, getting results a lot quicker just by implementing systems that already work. So that's my second step, is building out systems, right? That is probably the most important thing about any business, and any business owner will tell you, what is the best way to grow a business, and it is through systems, right? If you look at any successful businesses, they have systems in place. McDonald's, right? For example, they're a fast food chain, but they're one of the most famous fast food chains that came up with systems. The first ones to come up with systems, right? They got the cashier, they got the person that's making the food, the person that is doing the drive-through, right? They have systems in place, and everyone is doing something that helps the business run on its own, automated, right? You're not the person doing everything in your business. You don't want to be the person that is, the cashier, the waiter, the server, the host, the person making food, the manager, the person, the accountant. You don't want to be doing all of that, right? And so that's where you got to have the systems built out, and it's a lot easier if you can just take systems that are already working and implement it for yourself. Now, the third and last step to building a successful agency that I've learned to build this, six-figure agency off from my bedroom within months. To me, it's still mind-blowing, because this is something that I've been really wanting to do. And now that I'm approaching, we're pretty much already there. We're about $400 away, $500 away from netting 100K. Man, this is like one of my huge milestones. I'm so happy about it. And from here, I plan on, trying to scale up to 7 figures, and just trying to figure out ways that I could deliver more value to my customers, my clients, my audience, right? I'm trying to figure out what can I do to give more, because the more I give, the more I can make, the more freedom I can get, right? Step is to recycle. is to keep that cycling going, right? Everything that you find is working, continue to do what's working. Whatever is not working, you toss that away and you introduce new things, right? So, systems and things like that. It's the third step I want to get at is pretty much tweaking, and it doesn't work. You keep what's working, you turn it into systems. You throw away what's not working, and you introduce new ideas. Every day I'm trying to think of what can I do something different that will either improve, better my systems, or what new systems can I implement that will automate more of my business and help my business run more smoothly, get more results. So things such as, how can I deliver better results to my clients? Or how can we, generate more leads for our clients to keep them happy? How can we keep client retentions even higher? What systems can we use to get more referrals? What systems can we implement that will get us more clients? Or maybe, systems that are already in place is, all right, how can I make that specific system better to get more leads, get more clients out of it? What can we do to get more responses? Just things like that. So the third step I would say is to continuously tweak and improve your existing systems, as well as introduce new ideas, new creative, new systems, whether it's, like I said, it's finding these systems through other coaches and mentors. Maybe it's yourself, that you're creating something new, something different. But that's really the third step, and that's what keeps an entrepreneur. That's what an entrepreneur is that you're constantly innovating and improving something, whether it's your system, your business, whatever it is. And like I said, all this ties into, keeping that ball rolling. And as you continue to roll that ball, it's going to be a gigantic snowball, and it's going to keep growing and growing and growing. And that's how your business is going to be. It's going to continue to grow, right? So every time you keep tweaking, you keep improving, you keep adding new things to it, you're going to find out what works. So you might take a step back from whatever doesn't work, but then you're going to make a giant leap forward when you find something that works for you and you implement it. You use that same exact formula, turn it into a system, automate things. And then from there, you have so much more time to do whatever you want. Like at this point, my agency is pretty much automated for the most part. I've pretty much automated my entire business as far as, delivering results, because we've niched down so much. And we just have the exact systems and formulas in place to get results for pretty much any niche that we decide to work with. And then we have our automated systems to consistently land high ticket clients. So I'm not manually putting any energy or time into doing that, because I already have systems in place that are all automated. And, we just sign clients on automation. And that's the best part about it. And I'm able to work on my business by thinking of ways to improve the business. How can I take this and innovate and grow it more? How can I reach more customers, audience, clients, and the more important ideas, right? The things that actually really matters in your business, instead of actually working in my business and manually prospecting, manually, delivering results and things like that, because it just takes too much time, right? And I wouldn't have been able to scale this fast if I was doing everything inside my business. I wouldn't have the time or the energy to be doing all of that. So those are my 3 steps that I've learned. I believe those are probably the 3 most important steps anybody can teach you to starting growing and scaling your business, whatever business it is. I just happen to apply these steps inside of my agency, and I hope that it was helpful. If you think it was helpful, give it a big thumbs up, because that would help my YouTube channel so much. And comment below what you guys, where you guys are at in your journey. What would you add to these steps to even make it even better, right? Because there's always ways to make things better. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys would add to my 3 steps. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys not agree with me? Let me know. I love having conversations with you guys. But if you guys want to join my private Facebook groups for free resources to download and things like that, to help you grow your agency, I believe I have scripts. I have cold call scripts, objections and things like that, sales scripts. It's in my private Facebook group. The link is in the description. I have exclusive free training. The links are also in the description. And I'm currently working on a 90-minute webinar training that's going to teach you my top 3 secrets to starting and growing your agency as a beginner. No marketing experience, no marketing knowledge, no tech work needed. I'm going to show you my ways of how I'm able to now set up systems and in 10 minutes or less and get clients within 2 weeks, pretty much. It's crazy how we have the systems in place, and it's so important. And just take my systems, implement it for yourself. I hope my YouTube channel is super helpful to you. If it is, subscribe to it. I look forward to having you guys, seeing you guys, talking to you guys. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Until the next video, I'll see y'all then. Peace.